Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure, and as usual, we are just going to jump right into the topic. So we got another one. I'm going to read a super short article, real short, but you'll know where I'm going with it once you hear it. So I'm going to share the screen real quick. Kellogg's new heart-shaped cereal will be here to celebrate Pride Month. In honor of Pride Month 2021, which is June, Kellogg's and Glad, have come together to introduce a new cereal. The Together with Pride variety aims to celebrate everyone having a seat at the table and show support to the QYXPDF GTO community. As you can see, you can look at the little box here. You got everybody. You got whoever that little critter is. I don't even recognize him. You got the little shredded wheat bites. You got it's a cinnamon stick. Is that for the cinnamon toast crunch? Then you got that little rooster, which is the Kellogg rooster, Sugar Smack, and I think this is a Fruit Loop bird, Toucan Sam, and then Tony the Tiger, the little son from the Raisin brand. And then Snap Crackle Pop, and they're all around. The little squares waving the pride flag. You see what I'm saying? See how they listen. This is a better look. See how they got it? See how they got the little milk splashes going. Okay. Kellogg first partnered with Glad in 2019 to create the All Together cereal. The Pride Fuel box was filled with 6 cereals, including Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, Frosted Mini Wheats, Raisin Bran, and Corn Flakes. You might not have had the chance to try it, however, because it was only available online. This new version has wider accessibility so more people can enjoy it. The limited edition Together with Pride cereal look like Fruit Loops, except they're in the shape of hearts. The colorful pieces are berry flavored and topped with edible glitter for an extra special touch. You'll be able to find the cereal at select major retailers nationwide beginning in mid-May. Press materials confirmed. The 7.8-ounce box will have a suggested retail price of $3.99. Kellogg's will be donating $3 to Glad when you upload your box purchase and receipt to the Kellogg Family Reward site. The brand has committed to donating a minimum of $100,000 with a maximum of $140,000. Cereal bought from May 1st to November 30th will apply, just making sure you upload the materials within 30 days of purchase. Colorful, sparkly cereal plus a donation to Glad. This cereal breakfast bite is a win all around. Now, yesterday I covered the Lego set, which you can find right here. Agendas for kids. And we keep having this conversation over and over. It's becoming more and more prevalent. Now, they're pushing, let's check this out. They're pushing to have these sexualized conversations, which they'll say, oh, you don't have to talk about sex with the kids in order to talk about pride with the kids. Yes, you do. Because we're talking about sexual orientations, are we not? So we're going to have that conversation if we're going to talk about pride and the alphabet community, because kids aren't going to understand that unless you say what it is. You got to say what it is. So you have to introduce them to it in the first place and then explain it. So you have to introduce the concept to them, then explain the concept to them in a way that makes sense. You drawing attention to it. Okay? You drawing attention to it. This is the way that they getting parents to change the biology of their own children by bringing these things up to them at young ages. Now, Fruit Loop cereal and Frosted Flakes cereal is about as sweet as a donut. It's a candy. It's candy in the morning. So not only are you ruining my child's insides, got me buying this little candy, sugary, sweet cereal, get them all hyped up for the day, give them a sugar rush right in the morning. Plus, they probably lactose intolerant with that little nasty milk that you putting on the cereal. Then you got me trying to explain a dang on cereal box like the kid cares about it. A 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old that's eating this cereal does not care why all of the characters are on the box. They only want like Fruit Loop cereal. That's all they want. The children do not care. And I want to stress this. The children do not care. This is not for the edification of children. This is for the agenda of adults to bypass the parental authority and go straight to your kids. So they basically going over your head as a parent, mother or father, to go straight to your kids, to indoctrinate your kids on some different biology, something different than you might be teaching in your home. So this is a way for them to get into your home and got you sitting down explaining some stuff you might not even believe in. You might be operating on a completely different value system in your home. But they got you, they bypassed your authority and got you buying cereal and Lego blocks that you got to explain. You got to buy cereal that you got to explain, a toy that you got to explain. Nobody sees nothing wrong with that. Nobody sees anything wrong with buying toys that you actually have to sit down and have a conversation about. You know, when I was playing with Legos, we didn't have a conversation with that. It was a Lego set. And you built your little bootleg castle with it. And then that's all that you did. That was it. You didn't do nothing else. You had, when I was young, they didn't have the Lego people. They didn't have as many pieces as they do now. So you could make like little people. But the Lego blocks, you had the little square ones and then the rectangle ones. And you use your imagination. If you get you a bunch of them, you can build a little castle, a little house or something like that. And you just play with your Lego toys. My mama didn't have to explain Lego to me. I understood what they were because by looking at them. She didn't have to explain Barbie to me. She didn't have to explain Rainbow Bright to me. She didn't have to explain a baby doll to me. Or an action figure for that matter. It was just toys because we was just kids. And we wasn't thinking about an agenda. We was just thinking about going to the toy section of the store and getting some toys so we could go home and play with them and have some fun and tease each other with them. I wasn't looking to have no conversation with my mama about the color of these toys and why they purple and why they blue and why they black and why they white and this and that. Nobody's trying to have these types of conversations with children. So what they're doing is they're bypassing you to get to embed a different biology to your children. And then drive them to behave differently, which bypasses you again to indoctrinate them into a culture that you may not be teaching about or have your children immersed in your home. So they talking about screw your authority. Your parental authority is squat. Means absolutely nothing. But they want these children to understand these complex concepts about gender and gender fluidity and gender this and that and sexual orientations. At the same time, want to say that children are not able to consent, which they're not. But you mark my words, they're going to get there. Because that's where this is going. This is getting to a point where they're going to say, well, children at X age are old enough to understand these concepts. So then they're old enough to engage in certain activity. You mark my words that this is where this is going. Because there's a reason why they're bypassing you as an adult to get to your children through things that are mundane to children, like toys and cereal. This should tell you that there's something wrong with what's going on today, with what's going on with the culture today that we living in. That our little children now gotta have toys that's got an agenda with them. Meanwhile, they canceling stuff like Disney movies. Canceling Pepe Le Pew because he was obsessed with what he thought was a girl skunk. Mad because it was so-called grape culture. But what culture is this? Doing it under the guise of we're just accepting everyone. No, you gotta see that it's more sinister than that. To rob the children of the innocence of being a child. When you're a child, you're supposed to have a certain level of naivete and innocence about the world, because presumably you got the rest of your life to see the reality, the grim reality of people in the world. So at least give a child their first little 5 to 7 years without that mess as best you can. Give them some type of little time where they ain't got to worry about all this craziness. Because they're going to have to be out in it soon. We just not giving children no type of childhood. You got to see the different layers of this. This is robbing children of any innocence at all or any ignorance of certain things. Children deserve a time period where they're not bogged down with the concerns of adults that's running an agenda. If it was so prideful and you were so proud of it, be proud of it over there. Why you got to push it down everybody else's throat? And I don't know since when everybody was just people with different sexual proclivities. How is that everybody? Because if the rhetoric is true that everybody is special and everybody is awesome, why do we have a penal system? Why is there a such thing as crime? Why is there a such thing as punishing people? Thought everybody was awesome. I thought everybody was on equal playing ground and equal footing. And everybody just needed to be understood. And everybody just kind of needed to be talked to. And there's no reason to be harsh, right? Apply that logic everywhere else and see how it fails. And then you understand where the agenda is. Because this stuff doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. There's nothing logical about it. But there is an attempt to create a value system that is further away from anything that even resembles righteousness or resembles the true biology of men and women, the true psychology of the human being. You inclusive, but you include everything except heterosexuals. We don't get a seat at the table. I bet you that. Heterosexual, masculine black men, are they included? Non-gynocratic women, are they included? I don't think so. Only people who are included are of the same mindset. You got to agree. You ain't got to make your kids agree whether you agree or not. And they'll sit there to your face and tell you that. You can tell your kids that they non-binary, but you can't teach them your religion or else that's oppressive. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I want to hear everybody sound off in the comments. What do you think about Together with Pride, Kellogg cereal? Sound off in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.